All right, on this one, when you go and you look at the handout, there isn't anything that matches this one. So you're going to have to do a truth table. And on this one, I have to set it up. Okay, so we've got, let me see how I want to do this. Okay, so you've got this. That's going to go there. And then you're going to connect it with this, which is going to go there. And they're going to be connected by an and you'll put them inside of brackets. And then this line here is your if-then line. And then this goes over here. Hoping the color shows you that. So you'll have a P and a P or Q. Therefore, a negation of Q and P. And that's how you set that up. Okay? Hope you see that. From translating it from the three lines over there that are piled on top of each other to a horizontal thing. Okay, and then I have to do a truth table for this. So doot, 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 and doot. And remember, you've got P's and Q's, and I usually put them there, but I don't have much room, so I remember that. And here's this line. So I'm going to have 1, 2, 3, 4 rows here. And P goes true, true, false, false, true, true, false, false. And then there's another P down here, true, true, false, false. And then Q is true, false, true, false. And that's it. Everything else I have to calculate. So the first thing I am gonna do is go with the blue color. I'm gonna do this right here. I'm gonna do the OR. And remember, on an OR, the only time you get a false is when you have two falses, which is the bottom one. Everything else has at least one true, so all of these are trues. And then step 2 is going to be this and I'm going to do the and between here and there. And on an and, they have to both be true to be true. So true and true is true, true and true is true, but false and true is false, and false is false. Okay, then I'm going to go over to the other side of the arrow, and I am going to do this negation third. And so to get this negation, I have to, I have to look at Q. You have to look at Q. Where's Q? Q is true, false, yeah. So this is going to be false, true, and then I will finish inside, and step 4 will be this OR, and to get that you just look at this, and on an OR the only time you get a false is when you have two falses. Everything else is true, as long as there's one T. And now the very last thing that I will do is, what color? I'll go with a purpley color. So this right here is the last thing I'm gonna do. That's step 5. And to get this, you have to compare the last thing you did on this side, which would be this column. That's going to be your if. And then over here, the last thing I did was this column. That will be your then. And the only time you get a false on an if-then is when you have an if true and then false. And I'm looking at them, and the first is true, if true, then true, if true, then true, if false, then false, if false, then true. These are all trues, which makes this valid, because that is a tautology. And that's number 12.